If it's got that hyphen, it means it's his army. This is about how fights with him normally go. Yep, that's about how fights with those go. Because that mini boss, it would have like a boss health bar, but the health bar would be collectively.
Would be split between them, and I'm like 90% sure you actually could overflow, because whenever I would fight those things, I would have hammer and like basically hammer flip and just knock a huge chunk of health out.
Peachy Peachy. It's an Ampharos. Peachy! Ah, Ampharos.
I wish you were better.
Mega Evolution's got cool hair, though.
Oh, the Mega Evolution's hair is amazing. Too bad that doesn't translate to competitive viability. Because, you know, if that was the case, Arena would be banned off the sheer magnitude of her ass.
If I lose this, I might put on a Franklin badge, but...
No, I do like the ideas, but behind a lot of these spirits...
Oh, damn it!
Hey, you're at 69%. That gives us a trend of normally winning.
Oh, seriously!
Hey, you're not going to die. He was at 2%.
And I booped him. Booped him real good. Queenly Majesty's cool.
Oh, that ability is actually amazing. I wish it was just on more shit.
Hello, Lucina.
Also, Trump Kick is a good move. More things need Trump Kick.
A kick of tropical origins.
Give Blaziken Trump Kick, so it will then have a good physical grass coverage move. It's like we said before, whenever you talk about Polygon, because all of the... Due to the starters being designed to be a type, effective triangle, most of the starters' weaknesses and resistances, one of the other starting types will beat or resist, so any combination of those three types would be amazing.
Oh, damn it. Oh, come on! There we go! With his high damage, he can shatter shields real good. The starting triangle, which goes to that controversial hot take where a lot of people, and me and Carson think this is a terrible idea, where a lot of people, oh, the starting type trio is played out. They should pick 3 different types in a Pokemon game.
Someone actually made a video talking about if they made 3 different starting, if they made a different triangle, 3 different starting types, and the video is actually not completely terrible, because the person does actually acknowledge the balance of, any triangle that uses steel or dragon. Those 2 types are kind of overpowered on their own, and they also bring up a lot of triangles actually aren't a complete mirror, beat and resist. Because there are plenty types that are beaten by one type, but they actually don't resist what they beat. Like, fighting beats rock, but I don't believe it resists rock.
I'm pretty sure it does, Tarzan.
Because that was something that the one
wait!
guy,
Fighting does!
It was like rock or steel. Well, that was a...
No, it doesn't resist steel.
That might have been the one that video
Fighting
covered.
doesn't resist steel. It resists rock, and I remember that because Hawlucha is fighting flying.
It actually doesn't have a rock weakness.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wait, Infernape didn't die to stealth rocks.
Hmm.
That would infer one thing.
So, like, it has actually been addressed before, and I do like the one video brought that up, because I feel like, you know, that isn't common. I feel like it isn't commonly brought up enough.
Yeah.
Especially when people bring up the idea of having a steel type as a starter. That is a horrible fucking idea.
You mean steel type is a base starter? Word your thing correctly. Empoleon gets steel.
But as I've always said, they gave the other two Pokemon fighting and ground. The one generation where they created a steel type starter, they let the other two Pokemon secondary type beat it. Yeah, Infernape naturally beat it, but because it's water steel, it loses its fire weakness.
Yeah.
Empoleon lost its fire weakness, and it lost its grass weakness, but the other two gained fighting and ground.
Yep. As you do. Gray Fox.
Again, same with a dragon. That one would be kind of overpowered, especially Fire Dragon. That type combination for a starter would be busted. The one that would be the least busted out of them would be Grass, because that would give it a 4 times weakness to Ice, but even then that would still be a little busted. Because most games just don't have good Ice types, like at all.
Or the lack of
or
ice.
Common Ice types at all.
I was gonna bring up the lack of low-powered ice coverage. There's not a lot of that.
That too.
Oh! Draco's Castle, I was looking for this. Before stopping, I might do this area, because this area...
I think the lowest powered ice move, not counting Ice Shard because it's a multi-hitting move, might be Powdered Snow.
That wasn't a good representation of Redads at all! They weren't annoyingly sucking my soul with their kind of too much HP. So, the gimmick of the castle... These hourglasses reset time.
No, they reset time if you fuck up a puzzle. The gimmick is that you have those cannons and you basically have to shoot.
You can just reset the rooms in general. It's to reset
I think you do need to reset to go back and grab one extra cannonball later. Before...
Like, hold on, I'm just showing, like, I have a cannonball. But, if I reset time... The room resets, but the cannonball...
You do keep your cannonball.
Yeah.
So just go up the stairs, dude.
Speaking of Pokemon...
God damn it, Houndoom, I want to like you. Why was its Mega Evolution given solar power? Actually, no, better. Yeah, why does solar power cost damage every turn? Why is it not like a life orb and
solar power...
And it just makes you take recoil every time you attack?
Because I believe solar power is 50% damage?
But that would still, like... But that... you would still take the recoil.
But I get what they're trying to do. The life orb is a 30%, where
The thing is, solar power, it only works when you're under the sun, and, like...
but it's a 50%.
But,
It's 1.5.
Every time you would attack, you would still take recoil, and now, granted, this is one of those, it could always change. Now, granted, this is one of those that could always change right now, but I am pretty sure right now all of the Polygon that have solar power do not have morning sun or any recovery.
Did you forget about Charizard?
Okay, that is the only one.
Did you legitimately forget about Charizard?
Yeah, I forgot that was its hidden ability.
You monster.
Because again, I don't like a solar power because of the taking damage every turn.
Hidden ability Charizard.
I
Oh! I didn't actually say the thing because we got on a different tangent. I was gonna say, Hot Take Empoleon has a god-awful hidden ability. Fight me! There are people who...
I feel like that's somewhat common in...
There are
anime.
people who... And now, I'm not saying Empoleon's hidden ability is useless outright. They put Defiant on a Pokemon.
The funny thing is, it's one of those, its hidden ability got a tiny bit...
Yeah. That's how it's going.
Ooh, those reset you. Ooh, that's a waste of time.
A little bit.
Huh, dry Bowser.
Good old Gabe Hauser.
On their defense type, go see what their effects are, because there's something you might specifically want.
Lava Floor for one.
The floor is lava enemy every fire. Okay, they will get the curry after a while, so what you might want to do, we would need a legend type that has the lava immunity, which unfortunately I don't think there is one, and then equip the Franklin badge. Or reverse that, do something with Franklin badge and give them the lava.
Or we just go in and help. The point is, like...
I was going to say, when the Empoleon, that's one of those Defiant on that thing got got just a tiny bit better. Well, for one, I believe Chun-Li actually isn't a legend. I think she is one tier below it.
Yes. And this is a good example of the fucking numbers game. Damn it!
No.
Damn it!
No, okay,
I don't think we have a...
I feel like Mega Diancie was a legend, and I believe it has magic belts. I think they're considered a grappler or type, so on roll. Oh, there. Look, there she is. Yeah, Franklin badge. 3 slots. Fuck it, use her. Pimp her level out and then use her.
What's the level button?
Should level up L. Go to the other screen.
Yeah.
L.
You see, it's reflection because it's...
That's not what we want. There it is.
You see, it's reflection because it has the ability Magic Bounce. this should help.
You know. Well, it helps as long as we don't take too much normal damage, because remember, the Franklin badge can get knocked off.
That was automatically better. I just needed...
We just needed the power. And both the Franklin badge and the lava floor.
Yeah, because then we could run
That
around.
also means we have a legend that naturally equips the Franklin badge and lets us have super armor.
It's time for the question of the day, my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you agree with the point I was trying to make about solar power? Carson said that the recoil should have been during damage moves and not any turn you are in the sun, regardless of whatever you do. The argument I was trying to make is that solar power is a 50% boost to special attack damage. He was trying to make an argument that because it only works in the sun, that you taking damage over time while you're in the sun is a little bit pointless, but to really make a good argument to why I think that is completely fair, solar power acts independently of your hold item, so solar power can be combined with a choice specs giving you a massive damage buff at that point, or it can be combined with a life orb giving you slightly less damage, but not restricting your choice of move. This also means moves like Nasty Plot can also be used in conjunction with solar power. And I also like that you take a little bit of recoil because that also stops a solar power Pokemon from abusing a focus sash. I think it is a necessary balance for the ability because solar power, while it only works in the sun, it does not restrict your move choices, and because it can be combined with a bunch of other items, I am completely okay with you taking massive recoil as long as you are in the sun, because otherwise a Pokemon could lock themselves into some kind of overpowered move and just spam, and might not take that much recoil from just dealing damage. At least if it's taking chip damage from being in the sun, you might end up in a scenario where someone just effectively makes their own Pokemon faint for it just being on the field. But I'm rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links, as well as my Discord link, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time, so good night, everybody.